friends, welcome back. I am WickedCrafty Mom, and it has been a wicked long time. But I am here to do a quick flip through of this journal that I made. And I do hope that if you like this and you enjoy my videos, that you will like, subscribe, share. But this is going to be my personal journal for the next little while, and I'm super pleased with it. And trying to think what else I want to say. I don't know. She just came out lovely. So here's the outside. I've got some lace. Oh, I did want to ask in the comments if you would be so kind as to tell me if you were looking at books. And again, we're going to do a flip through, and you saw something like this in an Etsy shop or online for purchase. How much would you expect to pay for this? Like, how much would you pay for this? And I'm asking because I'm going to give a very detailed I'm going to give a flip through, so you'll be able to see what is in it and that kind of thing. I don't necessarily have antique papers at this point that I'm putting in journals and stuff. But so for what it is, how much would you pay for it? So that's what I want to know. So anyway, so just leave a comment below if you would for how much you think is reasonable. Okay. So I don't usually do shiny things, but I did, and I did them in 3 places to get my triangle. This is a book cover that I had taken off, and I did not paint the purple. The purple was part of it, and that's why I picked it out in the first place. It was purple with gold lettering on the title, and I really liked that. This is just a picture I printed out, and actually it's got lines through it because my printer heads needed cleaning. So, yeah, anyway, this stuff is just these from the Dollar Tree, and I just cut them apart and cut all the strings off as close as I could around each one. So that's all those are. I got a stamp here and a little napkin butterfly. This is from the Dollar Tree also. Anyway, I've got some lace here and the burlap, which I thought looked very nice and kind of country. And this kind of looks, antique-y. Okay, so then I've got this with the lace, and I've got everything has been Mod Podged over. This entire cover has been glued over so that it's nice and hard and durable and stuck down really good, because I am a klutz and I am hard on things, so I want to make sure that this stays together. And if not, it's not going to be because I didn't give it a good effort. Okay, so this is a little elephant charm here that I think is super cute. And then I've got lace here. And then I've got a little kind of cluster, a little collage cluster here. I just dropped something on my lap, and I'm not sure what, because it's gone now. Okay, with a doily, and this is a leaf from a book page that I found. I just thought it was really pretty. So I've got this little cluster here. Okay, so, and this little cards, they're little recipe cards. I can't remember where I got them. I don't remember. Okay, so inside the cover, I cut out, I made a collage and I cut it out. This wraps right down to underneath here. I wanted to make sure it was secure. This is book page with a napkin on top of corrugated cardboard. And then I made little paper tubes, and I squashed them flat just to cover up the ends because the ends were ugly. So this way it's covered up. And that is a trick that I learned from watching. I'm not sure where they're from, but they make these straw papers, or paper straws, I mean, and then turn them into like all sorts of stuff. They're pretty sturdy and solid. Okay, so this is named after our sweet Nina, and part of that is because Phoebe, it wasn't Nina, Phoebe actually ate the edge of this. So this was going to stay in one of my journals anyway, no matter what. But we lost Nina last year, and I'm still really sad about it. And I miss her, and I loved her, and she was very sweet. So, okay. Anyway, so for this journal, I picked out... I know this. I know the answer to this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages. I think 7 or 8 of these. There are 12, geez. They're 8.5 by 11 scrapbook pages. So I picked those, and then the other papers are my coffee dyed and my avocado dyed papers that I made. So I've got a little cluster here, and so basically on all the big pages I wanted to keep as much writing space as possible, so I put a little cluster here, and so my rule was you're gonna have a cluster and words and a stamp. So you will see a cluster and words and a stamp. This is Edith Holden page, and I'm very excited about that because I used it in my own book, and it was just nice to have this Byron quote in her handwriting. And then these were my goals for today. I got 2 of them. Wait, let me see. I got 2 of them. One of them done. I got one of them done. So this is just an Instacart list that I turned into a pretty card. Like, it's very decorative and lovely. Just to put there, because we did an Instacart order because we're quarantined again. Today was the last day we're quarantined. This is an entry I did in February, and I hadn't journaled since then, so I just stuck it in this pocket. Oh, I got a little something, a little buggy. Go away, little buggy. Okay, so I've got my cluster and stamp and a word. And so the words, they can be prompts if I want them to. Or they could just be there as decoration. So they can be decoration or inspiration. Okay, this is a little tea bag, and I love this. It's so cute. And you can write on it on both sides. And you just, there. And then I can, put the date of the journal entry. So there's lots of writing space in this. Some of the words are random. Some of them I picked on purpose. There's a spot for... Wait. Yeah, it's coming up a little bit. The paper's coming up, so I'm going to have to glue it down. But this is just a pocket. Some of them are pocket flips. This was just a pocket. And I found out by tearing it apart. As one does. Okay. Here. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. So, and I kept my options for stamps really limited. These are dollar store stamps. I'm going to show you this one because I had to use it with my black ink pad. But it works just fine with the black ink pad, but most of them have ink on them still. So I just am using these. Because my journal, I wanted to have a lot of pinks in it and stuff this time. So here's my cluster with a focal point. Then I add a little more here. I got this from Liz for a Day. Ask Liz. And from a swap that we did. And I thought it was super cute, so I added it. I'll probably put something on the back, like a word or something. My little garden gnome. So, okay, here's another tuck spot. And this one flips up. Whoops. Flips up, and there's writing space. And there's plenty of writing space here. And I might still add a cluster to this page. I'm not sure yet. Or stamping or something. But I'll do that as I go. So I've got my cluster and my focal point and my stamp and my words. Okay, and here's another one. And I really tried very hard. If you'll notice, they're all on different spots. I tried to spread them out evenly. Actually, I took... This is probably way more ridiculous than a lot of you want to be. But I took this and I pretended it was a regular page. And so when I had put like here, I put my cluster there. I just kept track of where until each spot was filled up. I did 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And when each spot was, when they were all filled up, I'd clear it and start again. So that way I was keeping my cluster spread out evenly on the page. Like I said, it's probably a lot more work. I even had one in here in the middle for putting it on the middle of the page, and I just cut into the paper for that. Anyway, that's how I did that. So I've got my little bunny stamp here, and then this says rabbits, and that was totally luck of the draw. So, and then I made, this is from Rachel, Roxy Creations, I think this one is, and I just made it into a little tag to stick in here, and it sticks out over the top, which is cool. This happened to be another thing that I just grabbed right at the right time to use it with this. Some fabrics. I guess I didn't stamp that one. Let's stamp that one. Let's see. Okay, grabbing my telephone stamp, I guess. And I'm grabbing this. I don't know if this actually... Oh yeah, it works just fine. There. It works really well, actually. Which is nice, because the last stamp pad I was using was not great. Okay, so I put it back. Whoa! I knock everything down, and then I put it back. Would you believe 2 helicopters and a bomb dog? Okay, so this is another tuck spot. So there are, I believe, 16. Yeah, because I think I had 8 pages, so I think there's 16 tuck spot pocket thingies scattered throughout here. So I just did the blank sides of my scrapbook paper, and that's how I determined. Okay, so sorry. Okay. I just got, like, wicked. Anyway, this is from a scrap roll that I made. This is actually a cluster I made a while ago. And had scanned in, and that's one of my scans. Okay, and then another cluster. I'm super proud of this. I love this. It was just the ruffle that I made out of book page, but then I stuck this ribbon on top and it pulled everything together. And then I had this, and then I had this, and then I had this map fragment. So it just kind of all came together really nicely and easily. I spent money at Joann's, and since this is my journal, I figured, hey, that's part of what I do. So this is like me on a daily basis, so I figured I had to include this. It's from SpongeBob's set of paper that I have. And some of the designs from stencils. My friend Kirsten made this for me, and so it definitely had to go in. It was a piece of ephemera that I could decorate with, and I'm gonna write that she did that. This is a tab made from cloth fabric scrap roll, and this is a tuck spot, and this flips out. These are upside down, but oh well. And more. This I counted. This was a stamp anyway, so I just counted that as part of Same thing with this. I didn't put a new stamp on because this is stamp. And looks like a stamp. Okay. The little gnome one came up right. And actually my brother loves garden gnomes. So, another tuck spot. This one, nope, that's just a tuck spot. El Camino, I love it. Just El Camino. This is actually our dentist. That's true. And it's just backing this pocket that I made. I love this one. This page is so much fun, and I love the beach. And like when I get to go to the beach, I'm kind of like this. So, and we've got water here and sun here, and it kind of looks like sand. So it's just a very beachy cluster that I think is great. And I didn't think it needed any stamps on it because this one is like its own entity. The rest of it's kind of vintage and yada yada. And this is just like, nope. That's its own thing. So I've got this cluster. It's a nice long one. And then this heart sticks out over the top a little bit. I like that. Here's this. This one's just a pocket. And actually I found a little of that I'm going to stick on here. So I just found it just a minute ago. Here it is. I was looking for you, little of. So now it's going to say Magic of Nighttime. And it's got my little birdie feet stamp. Bloop. Bloop. Okay. I got a stamp here. And this one says, oops. This says, I love you more than blank. So it's a good prompty thing. Most of this is just a lot of the same. I've got just these little clusters. By the way, I made a huge dent in my clusters, which is cool. I'm going to wait until they get down a little bit lower, and then I'm going to make some more. Again, Joanne's receipt is part of my cluster, and a bunny. But I thought the create went really well with that. Okay, so I've got this. It's a pocket here. And it flips down. And then here's another. Here's another. So none of these pages are completely empty. They all have at least a cluster, if not more. This is from Lizzie. From Liz for a Day. And so I stuck that in there because I really like it. In this, I made just these little tags out of pieces that I had here. I made this. And they go in those pockets, and there's that. Let's see. Today I choose me. This came from 40. Oh, goodness. I got ink on my fingers. I'm sorry. 49 Dragonflies. This is from paper I've had, scrapbooking paper. This is a pocket, and this is a pocket. This is a heart I made out of doily pieces, which I'm going to make more of these, first of all, because I really like the way that they look, and second of all, because my rabbit keeps eating my doilies. Phoebe comes in, and she crafts with me, and she got my doilies. She got my doilies. Speaking of doilies, this is from Roxy Creations again. And it's a doily or handkerchief or something. This dress I made, and I'm super happy with this dress, and I wanted to put it in here because of how I made it look like it's got some movement there. And I've got more like that. See, so they look like they've got, you know, some dimension to them. And all I did was just folded where I wanted to. Like if you go like this, see, I'm going to have a crease here. And I can just ink on it. And that's all I did. It was just like wrinkle and ink. Wrinkle and ink. And it gave me a little bit of definition and made it look flowy. So this is a belly band. I've got a decapitated fish in my journal because I made this and it was in my scraps. And I do like fishing. So I thought it was fun to put in there because I don't know why I had a fish with no head on here in the first place. But it worked. So we are almost done here. And this is just a pocket. I just wanted to do this quick flip through because this is from Lizzie too. I am so happy that this is a pocket. I am so happy that this bike, man. Let me tell you this first. This is a sticker from one of my kids. And it's been like, I don't know, it just pops up every now and again for like the last 7 years. And so I finally found, this page was perfect for it. And this, I just loved the cluster together with this. And I deserve all that is good. It definitely looks like this person is, climbing a mountain to good things. So anyway, so that's why I put that in there. So it is symbolic. It's deep, right? Super deep. But also it's this little kid sticker that I've had around. And then the back looks exactly the same. This is that you can see the napkin better. And then you saw the back. So, I've been super excited that this is my journal that I get to use. Oh no! What are you doing? Rude. Rude. Okay. Well, I'm glad I see that now. So I actually used 3-in-1, Beacon 3-in-1 glue to stick these on. So maybe I just didn't get enough on that one or something. I don't know. We'll see if this holds. Guess we'll find out, friends. Okay, so that is all for this video. I just wanted to pop in. Again, if you could just let me know, if you saw this, how much would you expect to pay for it? And again, subscribe, share if you enjoyed this content. Thank you so much. And I've missed you, my friends, and I will be back. I am going to be back more often. I've got a lot to catch up on, but this one's just about the journal. Thank you so much. Bye.